Time now for a morning rush. One of the oldest neighborhoods in Albuquerque is fighting a large development for moving in. Los Griegos has applied to be a historic protection overlay zone to prevent a dirt lot from turning into a new neighborhood with nearly 100 cottage court style homes. This would also impact homeowners in the area, giving them a long list of rules of what they can and cannot do.
Despite a push from the public, Albuquerque city councilors voted against asking the state to allow rent controls. Right now, state law prohibits local governments from enacting rent controls. The People Housing Project says that recent rent spikes have highlighted the need to protect residents from getting priced out of their homes. Meanwhile, property owners and developers argue a better solution is to encourage more home building. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Those temperatures in the mid-40s this morning, so layer up. By this afternoon, we'll be in the mid-60s with sunshine. No need for the rain gear today.
The man accused of shooting toward a North Valley nightclub will stay behind bars until his trial. 29-year-old Oscar Valdez is accused of the shooting at Leo's nightclub near 12th and Candelaria last month. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Now, the state says his actions show he's a danger to the public.
New this morning, we are learning about the reported prices that the Trump organization charged the government for the Secret Service to stay at its hotels. Records shared by the House Oversight Committee show Trump hotels and properties charged the government for Secret Service agents to stay there 5 times the normal government rate for the accommodations while protecting the former president. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is moderate today. We're waking up with cold temperatures and some patchy, dense fog around the mountains, including Santa Fe and Gallup.
Flu season typically doesn't ramp up until next month, but nationwide, health officials say there's already early cases of the flu spreading across communities. Doctors say every eligible person 6 months and older should get a flu shot as soon as possible.
The Biden administration is now trying to get federal employees to take a leave from their jobs and volunteer to help illegal immigrants at the southern border. The Department of Homeland Security will cover the cost for the federal government employees to leave their positions to travel to the border for 60 days at a time. Erica.
All right, and here's a look at traffic. The maps are clear this morning. No accidents or slowdowns. Trackers heading west on I-40 near 6th Street, and things are looking like they're moving along.
The force is stale with this one. This is Pan Solo, a sculpture made entirely of bread baked up by a California bakery. The Star Wars character is as he appears after being frozen in The Empire Strikes Back. It took weeks for the co-owners of the One House Bakery to mold, bake, and assemble the life-sized sculpture.
Time now for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5 here. The New Mexico Natural History and Science Museum is hosting a family-friendly film series, screening a film, then hosting a discussion with museum staff and special guests about how much of it is actually based on science. The series kicks off Wednesday with the 1959 classic Journey to the Center of the Earth. Admission is by donation.
At number 4, the U.S. Department of Education is now accepting applications for student debt cancellation. It's the rollout millions of student loan borrowers have been waiting for. At least 8 million people applied during the beta test, which began a few days ago. Those making less than $125,000 a year are eligible for up to $10,000 in forgiveness. Federal Pell Grant recipients could see up to $20,000 in debt erased. Critics say that the decision is fiscally irresponsible, this during a time of high inflation.
And at number 3, it is going to be a drier and warmer day. Temperatures climbing from the mid-40s this morning to the mid-60s this afternoon with sunshine.
At number 2, one of the oldest neighborhoods in Albuquerque is now fighting a large development from moving in. And they're doing it by holding on to their roots. Los Griegos has applied to be a historic protection overlay zone. That's to prevent a dirt lot from turning into a new neighborhood with nearly 100 cottage court style homes. An HPO was created by the city council to protect areas of historical significance. Well, this would also impact homeowners in the area, giving them a long list of rules of what they can and cannot do, like any exterior changes to the home or buildings within the HPO that would require a certificate of appropriateness.
Finally, number 1 for you this morning. New video shows a police stop that should have sent a man back to jail. Instead, Silvan Alcachupas was let go, and less than a month later, he's accused of murdering the Giovanni's Pizzeria owner. In August, state police say they pulled Silvan over in the International District in what they say was a stolen car with needles and heroin. Alcachupas was released on his own recognizance, even though that was a violation of his probation.